What's going on, people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another match review episode of Chelsea. And I hope you Chelsea fans are feeling a bit calm, a bit happy, and feeling just a bit relaxed because Chelsea have finally won a Premier League game for the first time since October 2 months ago. I mean, it's gone quick and it's been that long since we last won the Premier League game. And now it's against Wolves when we beat them 3-0. And that was a really good performance. After that, the last five games, well, we were terrible. Against Brentford, Man United, Arsenal, Brighton, and Newcastle, we were terrible. But yesterday against Bournemouth, the performance from the first half especially was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And it looks like we found a pattern of play, counter-attacking, making sure that we passed the ball very quickly so that no Bournemouth player could, intercept, and then they will counter-attack as well. It looks like we just find a pattern. And it looks like our front three of Sterling, Havertz, and Pulisic, it looks like this could be potentially the front three that we could use for the next couple of games because Pulisic looked lively, and he could have scored, but unfortunately, the ref disallowed it, and that should have been a penalty. I don't know why he gave it. So I thought Pulisic was really good. I thought Kai Havertz was my man of the match because he got to goal and an assist. Yeah, the goal, the pass to Mason Mount, especially from outside the box, was fantastic, and the goal in itself was absolutely brilliant. I thought Sterling was absolutely superb. Normally he plays on the left rather than the right, but looks like his right wing position could suit him because he got the assist for the first goal. So I thought he looked really good today. I mean, sorry, yesterday. So the big question is, could this front three do keep on doing this for the next few games? I'm not sure. But I really hope that that front three that played that game against Bournemouth yesterday will show us that, listen, we're going to keep on doing this every single game so that we can keep on winning. And I hope that that happens. So I'll put those front three against Nottingham Forest the same. Pulisic on the left, Kai Havertz in the middle, and Sterling on the right. Even though Kai Havertz is to strike like a false nine, yesterday he just proved that in that position he can do well. He can really do well. So I really hope that that front three against Bournemouth will keep on playing like this every single game so that we will know that Chelsea are definitely going to win this game. Because I had no faith going into that game yesterday. That's why I went for Bournemouth win of 1-0. But guess what? They proved me wrong. The performances were better. And yeah, everything was really good. Everything was really good. So yeah, so I thought the front three looked good. I thought Mason Mount was absolutely fantastic yesterday, especially that goal outside of the box, which we all been crying and waited to see because we know that he usually does this, not all the time, but sometimes he does usually score goals outside of the box. And yesterday he did that again, brilliant from his right foot, past the goalkeeper, and that was 2-0. I thought Dennis Akara once again proving why he should be starting every single game. Look at the performance from him yesterday. Winning the ball back, passing it, accuracy was great, and he had the chance, two chances, and unfortunately saved by the goalkeeper. At least there's a midfield who knows how to play, in that position, and at least know how trying to score a goal. Because so we don't see Jorginho do that or Conor Gallagher do that at all. We don't. We saw Dennis Akawa do that yesterday, and I thought he was absolutely impressive in that midfield. And I think, yeah, that he should be given time. Yeah, we should keep on starting him because we cannot always rely on Kovacic to start every single game and then guess what, he gets another knock. We simply cannot. So Dennis Akawa needs more game time and needs to start every single game because I know he'll get better and better and better. Thomas Tuchel didn't start him, and it took Graham Potter to start Dennis Akawa. Now I hope he realizes that he made the one decision to not start him every single game. I hope he realizes that. So yeah, I thought it looked good. I thought Jorginho looked a bit sloppy at times, but other than that, I cannot really complain. I thought Thiago Silva, once again, this is why he's the best defender in the world. You know, that tackle to prevent Bournemouth from winning the game was absolutely superb from him. Absolutely superb. That's why we signed him for free, and he's our only best player. But we are not, can we? Well, we cannot always rely on him. We cannot. Yeah, every single player needs to play like Thiago Silva in their position. If you're a defender, you need to play like a defender. If you're a midfielder, you need to play like a midfielder. If you're a winger or a striker, you need to know how to play like that. Because once we find those players that can play, that plays in that position and does well, then maybe we don't have to worry about spending another striker or winger or midfielder or defender. We don't. Simple as that. I thought Koulibaly was absolutely superb. Especially that score in the second half. To give a free kick. I thought it looked absolutely superb. I thought Kukurea in the first half looked a bit sloppy and tired. In the second half, he got there a little bit, but I still don't think that he's our signing of the season as a left back. So I'm really worried that we need to sign another one, unless Mark Kukurea can prove me wrong. It's as simple as that. But although he still hasn't proved to me he's a backup left back for Ben Chilwell, I really don't know. I really don't know about that. Who else am I missing? Reece James. I feel like Reece James, whenever he starts, he gets his team to winning, and to score goals. But when he doesn't start and he gets injured, everything goes different. And the one thing I want to criticize Graham Potter, just one thing, but because I thought that his game manager was good, his starting hour was spot on, and I thought his substitutions was spot on as well. But the one thing I'll say about Graham Potter is that you're happy that Reece James is back, but why start him? Why start him? Because when you start players who just came back from injury, you know they're going to have another one. So why start him? Why risk him? Why not start Aspilicueta and then bring on Reece James as a substitute? Why can you not do that? Now you see that yesterday, in the 52nd minute, he has another injury. Another one. And as I'm recording this today, we're going to wait to see how long his injury is and how long he's going to be out for Chelsea. I just really hope it's not that serious this time. But if it's another month or 2 months, then the one thing I criticize Graham Potter for starting Reece James when he gets back from injury. Yes, it's good that he's back and I want him to start, but I wouldn't start from this game today. Yesterday. I would have made him start the next game, which is Nottingham Forest away on New Year's Day. But instead he risked him starting yesterday. Like, come on, Graham Potter. You cannot start players here that just came back from injury. You simply cannot. So I'm worried that with Reece James another injury, like, this team is not going to go start to win games and maybe score goals, But we cannot always rely on him or Thiago Silva. Every single player out there needs to play the way the manager picks them in their position, We always kind of say, oh, we need Reece James so that he and Thiago Silva so that we can start to win games. No, every single player out there needs to perform the way they performed. And if they can continue performances like this, then my mind will change. But right now, I'm not going to change my mind. I still don't think we're going to finish in the top four or win a trophy. But if we could be ruthless enough in January, because it's only 4 days to go. As I'm recording this right now, there's 4 days to go until January. So on January the 1st, the first thing we need to do is to think of which players to sell and which players to go. Then during the transfer window, we need to be ruthless enough. We need to sign players like a DM or maybe another right back, and maybe another winger. We need to do that. Get rid of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, Kante, Pulisic, Ziyech, Aspilicueta. Get rid of those players and let's bring in the players who can be a backup right back, who can be a better DM, rather than Jorginho, who can be a better winger than Pulisic and Ziyech, striker. I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. you know. But yeah, we need to be ruthless enough because if Chelsea want to change my mind, they need to be ruthless enough in January. Because if we don't sign any player and then we stick to it, and then we don't sell these players that I mentioned, then we're not going to finish in the top four. It's as simple as that, you know. I'll give Graham Potter time, but he needs to really tell the owner that we need to get rid of these players and sign the players so that my pressure will be a bit off. There'll be no more pressure for me because I don't want to get sacked. You know, I don't, and I'll give and I want to see Graham Potter give time. You know, look at Arsenal. They gave Mikel Arteta time, and now look at them. 8 points above City and 7 points above Newcastle. So this is what I mean about give players time. Let's do what Arsenal did so that possibly next season, maybe we can be like them. But if we don't, it's going to be the same old, and it's going to take a long time before we can achieve everything, which is title ways, they won in the in competitions, and make sure that we definitely say that Chelsea are making top four without being the top four race, if you know what I mean. It's going to take some time. But if we can do what Arsenal do, then maybe next season I'll change my mind. But right now, it's going to take a long time before Chelsea can turn this thing around. Everyone will feel scared of Chelsea, and yeah, that's basically it. Because teams are making it easy rather than difficult. That's the one thing I don't like. I want Chelsea to be the most difficult team that the opposition is facing. Whether it's Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, I want us to be a difficult team to face, not an easy team. Yeah, simple as that. So in January, we need to be ruthless enough. Be like Arsenal, the way they did in summer, and then you'll see a change. But if we stick with those same players and don't sign anybody, then my mind won't change. My mind will still be on no title race, no trophy, not top four whatsoever. It's as simple as that. So we need to be ruthless in January. So yeah, in terms of the second half, no goals. The players looked a bit tired, you know, and in the last 27 minutes, Bournemouth was starting to scare us a bit, but they looked terrible. Like they just couldn't stop Chelsea, you know. Even the chances that they created, they were off target, you know. And Kepa only had to make one save and that's it. The rest of that, he just really didn't have to do nothing, you know. They really couldn't test Kepa that much. So yeah, so like I said before, I'm not going to get too ahead of myself because it's Bournemouth, but a win is a win, and I want to see this consistently. But when I see it, no, because you know why? Because we'll probably lose to Nottingham Forest. We'll probably lose to them, you know, because we cannot just say, oh yes, Chelsea are back. No, if I see Chelsea start to win games and then keep the performances like this, then maybe I would admit that Chelsea are back. But right now, we just came back from the Premier League after the World Cup. There's still plenty of games to go. But if I can see this consistently, then I'll make Chelsea back. But right now, it's going to take a few more games, yeah, for Chelsea to turn around and to make sure that we're back in the top four. Because right now we're only 6 points behind Tottenham, so we need to make sure that we win our game and to make sure that other teams drop points in order for Chelsea to be in the top four, if you know what I mean. So I'm not going to get too out of myself. It's Bournemouth. We've got Man City coming up in the next few weeks. So that's going to be a tough game. But before we face them, we've got Nottingham Forest, which is our next game. So Chelsea ends 2022 with a win. And let's hope we can kick off 2023 with a win against Nottingham Forest at the City Ground this Sunday. So players will get plenty of rest, which is good. Let's see what the injury updates about Reece James, and let's hope it's nothing serious. That's all I can say on that one. If it's 1 month or 2 months, then we need to sign. Then we need another right back. But if it's not that serious and it will take like a couple of weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks for him to get back, then that's fine. That is fine. But let's hope it's not that serious like it was last time. Yeah, let's hope. So yeah, so that is it, guys. That is the end of this match review for Chelsea 2, Bournemouth nil. And if you guys agree with everything I said, let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. Don't forget, if you're new, hit the subscribe button below, hit the bell notification so that you never miss any of my YouTube content, and click the share button so that you guys can give your thoughts and opinions of Chelsea's fantastic win against Bournemouth. Not fantastic, but like a good win against Bournemouth, because it could have been more than 2-0, but the goalkeeper made some saves, and yeah, that's when not like Man City anymore, because we're just not that clinical enough in the final third. But we've got to win, and that's all that matters. So I cannot complain. Really cannot complain. So um, the next video, of course, is going to be going over my Premier predictions, then doing the Premier predictions of game week 18, because games are coming in thick and fast. So there's a lot of pads I need to do. So make sure you guys don't miss that one. It's going to be good. I promise you it's going to be good. So, God, there you go. That's the end of this video. Take care, guys, and I'll see you for the next video. Peace.